AITA for going off on my group members after the group presentation. But you should just report them to the professor. And TA not your problem. Group projects without ways for the group to dump slackers are just lazy teaching. Professors pretend that you are learning how to work together in ways that you will have to when you get to the workplace. But they're not acting as managers. Slacking off like your fellow students did when you are on the job gets people fired. But professors don't want to deal with it, so they count on students, often the women, to do all the work for the group so that they can pretend to be NTA. This is why I detest group work. My question is, why would you get an assignment to make a company W/bad statistics look good? You're not the asshole for being furious. You carried the entire group project on your back, while 3 people did literally nothing. That's incredibly unfair, and it's normal to snap after that level of freeloading. However, the way you delivered the message was pretty brutal. Useless assholes/twats, questioning how they even got into university, etc. That part was definitely overboard. A strongly worded but professional message would have been better. Still, NTA overall. The real as. In my humble opinion, you are not the asshole for calling them assholes. You were tired and disappointed, but why you did the job they were supposed to do. Why you didn't report to the professor. Stop being a people pleaser. NTA, but you are a complete pushover. You didn't report them and did their work for them? Seriously? Just tell your professor next time, and they'll understand, and only grade those that did work. Might not even be too late to tell your professor you did most of the work now. That's what happened in my last group presentation. NTA, but you need to tell your professor the truth. Of course, I would have not put their name on the assignment since they did not work on the project at all. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now you would think that having a group of 6 members is easy. No, I wouldn't. As you experienced, each additional person you add to a group project is another potential failure point in getting the work done. I liked it when, as part of the grade, included peer ratings for each team member. Each member of the group had to rate each other member and provide specific comments to justify the rating. The peer rating was a component of each person's grade for the project. But to answer your NTA, but you handled the ending poorly. You were completely justified in being frustrated because you ended up doing most of the project while others repeatedly lied about contributing and left you to carry the group, which is exactly the kind of situation group grading is infamous for. However, sending insults after the presentation didn't help your case and just gave them something to focus on instead of their own lack of effort. The fair approach would have been to document everything and our NTA.
Your NTA.
Include the professor with all communications to CYA. Your grade is your future, and you should be rewarded for all the hard work. You should have BCC'd the professor on the messages begging them to do their work. Why do you feel like an asshole? Clearly NTH here. Now you would think that having a group of 6 members is easy, but oh boy. Crazy how you're old enough for Reddit, but it's the first time you ever do a group project. Soft YTA. You should have never done their work for them and reported them to the professor right away. You also shouldn't have gone off on them because that was super immature and unprofessional. That said, I was in a very similar situation once, and I didn't do the extra work for the people who were slacking. When we presented, everyone expected me to present the whole thing, and I simply didn't. I only presented the work that I did, and left the others to take ownership for their half as